Hello everybody and welcome back to Season 37 of the Pokemon Cup series. Today we're here in the biggest race of the season. It is the Pokemon Cup Series Championship race here at Joltis. We started off with 40 drivers all competing for the championship. Now we are down to just 4 that'll be running in this massive speedway. And the winner, the highest finisher of the 4 remaining drivers in the championship, will be your Season 37 champion. This is the biggest and fastest track on the schedule, and we saved the best for last. So strap yourselves in for a wild night here at Joltis. On the pole and starting in the first 2 rows are the championship 4 that'll be competing for the championship tonight. On the pole, we have the 37 of Anthony then. Started off the season by winning the Daytona 500, and he won 3 other races, including a playoff race for the 3017 that got him into the Championship 4 in the first place. He won at the Glen, by the way, to get to the Championship 4, his 4th of the season, his 4th win, and now he looks to take car number 37 to the Season 37 Championship. Would be very fitting to have that number win the title this season. On his outside will be the 24 of Austin Stitzel. He has had 2 wins in the 24 car this season, I believe. Hendrick Motorsports is looking for a title here in the Cup Series, and Austin Stitzel is going to try to do it. And then we have the 5 car of Nathan Alvarez with 3 wins, 2 under his belt in the 5 car, the legendary 5. He's going to bring it back, and he's hoping to bring it to the championship. And finally, we have the 31 of Wyatt Quayle. Quayle is also a 3-time winner. 3-time winner, I believe, this season. In that 31 RCR car, the RCR crew was dominant early part of the season, but it was Wyatt Quayle that is going to represent them in the championship 4 here in today's race. And there's the rest of the field you see here not competing for a championship, but all competing to win here today. 2 drivers are added as invitees. By the way, the 77 of Leia Walker. She'll be driving the unsponsored 77. That'll be a full-time ride, by the way, next season with the Spire team. And the 96 car will be driven by Joey Salinas, who surprised everybody by winning last weekend's race in the Super Snack 500, and now is making one more start in Season 37 in the 96 car for the Gaunt Brothers team. And he hopefully we'll see him once again next season after coming off that win in the Super Snack 500. And the rest of the field are as you see here, and they'll be running for the last time here in Season 37. So it's going to be a very, very interesting final battle here at Joltis. And those 4 drivers you see here all competing to be the highest finisher among those 4 to become your champion. So now let's take you trackside with command to fire the engines.
Drivers, start your engines!
Alrighty guys, it's going to be a different format than normal. We're going to use the restrictor play format we've used in the other races. We will have a 10-lap first stage. There'll be a double fall restart to start the second stage, and that'll also be 10 laps. So 20 total laps will run at Joltis tonight. That means that if we have a big crash in the first stage, it doesn't mean that these drivers are going to be out of the race. They'll be back in stage 2, and it could turn upside down in the final 10 laps of the season. So even if any of these Championship 4 drivers wreck out in the first stage, they'll be back in the second stage, and they hope to make a comeback. Pace car to pit road. It'll be a 20-lap race. We'll start with a 10-lap first stage, and the green flag is in the air at Joltis. And I almost forgot to mention there will be no stage points awarded in this race, even though they're split into stages. There will be no stage points awarded because, of course, the highest finisher of the Championship 4 will be the champion. Good start for the 37 of Anthony then, and he is up and running. Alvarez third and Stitzel. No, wait, Alvarez is second and then Stitzel is third. And the other playoff driver, Wyatt Quayle, on the high line already. But who knows, he might just be saving the best for last. He might be dropping back in hopes of getting the draft, by the way, from these drivers and making their way into. Yeah, he's just dropping back. Quayle's just dropping back, possibly, hoping to get the draft in the second stage and maybe work his way back up to the front. But if he gets into a wreck here, it's going to change. So we'll see, though. We'll see how long these guys can go without wrecking each other in stage one. It is only stage one, the first half of the race. So a wreck will not end any of the Championship Force chances of a title. They'll get back up in stage two, and it will be a more interesting battle that way. You'll have more drivers competing in the second stage, and it'll make things more exciting. So Anthony then is leading among the Championship 4, and Priya McShane is up to second spot. In that 40 car, it's probably going to be 40 car in its last race of the season. Look at that, top two pulling away. My goodness, those two are working together. And look at this pack behind him. Look at this hungry pack of drivers in this field. Oh boy, there they go! Alvarez was involved in the crash. Bishop is hit. Hard hit on Brandon Dubois. And my goodness, they've wrecked. And drivers are flipping. Wow, Nathan Alvarez took a big hit on his championship hopes. But again, this is the first stage and it's only the beginning, so it's not going to end his championship hopes just yet. They'll race back to the line here in stage one. Anthony then hopes to keep the lead, trying to keep the momentum going into the end of the stage. We'll probably still have a couple more laps under green to run in stage one, but we'll have to wait and see who's going to be out in front at the end of stage one and get the important front row start. So Anthony then is going to lead to the yellow flag. McShane will go low, but it looks like she'll be a little too late. There's then taking the lead under caution. And let's see the other. Looks like the 24 is also still in top speed. Wyatt Quayle got some damage, I think, from the first wreck. And I believe he did. I think he got damage from the first wreck. Again, though, it's not over. Championship hopes are not over because it's only the first stage of the race. And they could still compete and win this race. Yep, he got damage. He got hit by Robert Smith in the wall. That's how he got involved. So caution's out in the first stage. Only a few more laps to run in stage one. Anthony then is out in front of the field. Among the Championship 4, Austin Stitzel is running in the 6th spot. Alvarez is going to drop to 37th, and Wyatt Quayle is going to drop to 32nd. Only a few laps in stage one. Those two can make a comeback in stage two, provided they do not get into another crash behind them and cause a mess. Anyway, 4 laps to go in stage one. We're going back to green. And nice run by Anthony then. He's in control right now, but will he hang on to it at the end of the first stage? There's J.D. Figueroa down low for second spot. He's going to get by Priya McShane. And there's Zachary DeLello right down below. He was eliminated among the round of 8 drivers. He's looking to end his season on a high note with a race win. And all these drivers want to end the season with a win, even if the Championship 4 is competing for a more bigger prize. Anthony then, though, he's in the lead right now. Right now the race is his, but still 4 to go, and anything can happen here at Joltis. Austin Stitzel hanging on as well. He's going in the middle now, hoping not to get into a mess. But Anthony then, he obviously wants to keep that lead. He wants that lead. Still wants to keep it as long as possible. 3 laps to go in stage 1. Figueroa's up to second, and then is trying to get the draft, trying to keep the draft in play. Austin Stitzel on the high line, a little dropping back. He's stuck on the high line. He's hoping to hang on for dear life. We'll see if he can avoid the wall and avoid getting crashed, and so he would be at a disadvantage. Because this might be what Anthony then is hoping for. He's hoping to hang on and hoping to win and have the other 3 drivers drop back and not get back up again. We might see another crash before the end of the stage, so that could also be put into play. Because all these drivers involved in the wreckage, by the way, they'll be back at full speed with all their damage fixed. And they'll be back wherever they finished in stage 1. The race is not over for them, and here comes Giovanni Castillo up to second spot. So the 18 car just took second spot away, and now he wants the lead. Oh boy, here we go. This is going to be interesting. 2 more laps around stage 1. There's Colin Francis, 3rd place. Ooh, Alex Hawkins is in the wall there, but he hangs on to it. Look at all these drivers moving back and forth now, all trying to get the draft. And look at that 88 car, really sandwiched in that middle. Better be very careful with that. Austin Stitzel's right up high. His teammate's trying to win a championship. Look at this close racing with 2 laps to go in stage 1. We might have ourselves a wreck at this point. It may be the final lap of the stage. Boy, wouldn't that be interesting? Oh, right on cue. Someone spins. Sharona Evans, I believe, just got turned. It was only her. Wow, how did that happen? Sharona Evans was the only one that spun out. And this will end under caution. Stage 1. Johnny Garner took the lead from Anthony then at the final corner. Wow, that's going to be interesting. Here they come to the line. Johnny Garner is going to lead the field down. He'll possibly take the win in the stage with 10 to go. Wow, Johnny Gardner, can you believe it? Competing for basically nothing but a win. He's decided to take this lead, and he's going to win the stage. He's going to win stage 1. No points awarded because he's not in the playoffs. There'll be no stage points awarded, of course, because the highest of the 4 only will decide the championship. But Johnny Gardner, though, he's going to start on the best position possible. So Johnny Gardner is going to be your leader in stage 2, and, well, here goes nothing. The final 10 laps of the season are coming up, and it's going to be a game changer. You do not want to miss it. Alrighty, guys, here we go. The all-important final stage here at Joltis. Johnny Gardner, Giovanni Castillo will lead the field. Looks like nobody's going to have any problems starting off. And the advantage to Anthony then, but he'll start on the high lane, so he'll be starting 4th in stage 2 on the high side, so it's going to be a little tough for him to keep that top position, but we'll see if he could do it. Here we go, pace car to pit road, 10 to go. This might be the last run, and so if there's a wreck, it's really gonna matter now. We're going to green. Here we go with 10 to go at Joltis. This is it, folks. This is for the championship. Johnny Gardner, 97 car. What a comeback. He's been in and out of retirement. The former two-time champion, but he's looking to come out on top here with a win in Season 37 in that small team for the Obiaka, I believe. That small team could go pretty far. We'll see how far it'll go. Anthony then still hanging on to that top spot among the 4 drivers in the championship. But a wreck, one crash could change all that. Those guys in the playoffs, the other ones, Quayle, Stitzel, and Alvarez, all in the back, all hoping to avoid getting wrecked and hoping that their championship hopes don't end in just a few laps here in Stage 2. They're way behind, but they can make a comeback here in Stage 2 with the new format, by the way, with the restricted play format being put into Joltis. Oh man, they're getting tight now in the middle pack. This is going to be intense. And Giovanni Castillo, it looks like he will be the leader in lap 1 in the first lap of Stage 2. Oh my goodness, here we go. This is getting intense. 4, 5, 6 wide here at Joltis. This is going to be a make or break moment for a lot of these Championship 4 drivers. Or maybe all of these Championship 4 drivers. Anthony then. And he's gone way too high. It looks like Wyatt Quayle has taken the top spot among the Championship 4. So Wyatt Quayle, he's in front now. He's got the prime position right now to win the championship. As long as he does not get into a crash. Look at how wide these cars are. Anything can happen. In the blink of an eye, a lot of drivers' championship hopes could come to an end in just one crash, provided we don't get an overtime finish. We've seen comebacks happen. We've seen miracles happen in championship runs here at Joltis. Will we see a game-changing move here tonight? Look at Alvarez. He's got a better line. He's coming. He is on his way to possibly overtaking Wyatt Quayle for the top spot among the Championship 4. Oh my goodness, things are getting really dicey now in lap 3. Still anybody's race. Look at how close the pack is. Oh boy, it's going to be the luck of the draw. Alvarez and Quayle in prime position now to get into the front. Side by side, they both are now, and Alvarez is going to lead. Alvarez trying to take it from Quayle. They're bumper to bumper, real tight. Man, they were making contact. They were like side by side bumping. Alvarez trying to get the better line. This is insane. They're getting tighter. The cars are getting much tighter, and they're wrecking now. Here they go. Quayle survives, so does Alvarez. They're still crashing. There they go. Anthony then might have been involved. Austin Stitzel might have been involved. I'm not sure where Anthony then is. Nathan Alvarez is right in the prime position now. But can he hold off over Wyatt Quayle? Third place, Alvarez will restart. And it looks like Quayle will be restarting 7th. So those two will face off for the championship. Oh, wait a minute. Anthony then made it through. I think he's 11th. So Anthony then, he still also is competing for the title. I think he made it through the wreckage. I think he did. Wow. How? My goodness, look at that. Did you see that? Right here's where everything began. Right here with Jesse Martinez and Ethan Herbert. And he somehow avoided it. Wow. That has got to be the move of the season. Right here in front of him, there was another crash. Toby Smith got turned, and he somehow avoided it. And he also avoided Gardner spinning. He avoided 3 crashes to stay alive in the championship run. How about that? Anthony then, the luck of the draw. He made it through 3 crashes right in front of him. One was right beside him. Incredible. Incredible luck for Anthony then, right there. Wow. That is insane. Here it is in slow motion. Look at this. There's Jesse Martinez. Contact with Ethan Herbert. Got to get a helicopter view for this one to see how exactly then made it through the wreckage. Look, one wreck there with Martinez and Pichu. And then we see another crash coming up. You're going to see it right here. Right there up in the front with Dylan Kroom and Eli Bright. Look at them going together. Another crash with them and Toby Smith. And then the third crash involves Anthony Lopez and Johnny Gardner. There's Priya McShane, Brad Cheston involved. And yet somehow Anthony then avoided them all. That is amazing. And he's still in the fight for the championship. Austin Stitzel, unfortunately, his championship hopes might be gone. He was involved in one of the wrecks. Let's take a look at what happened to the 24 before we get back to the green. He was involved in the wreck, and his championship hopes have almost faded away. And only hope he has is if there is an overtime finish at Joltis. There he is, way in the back, right there with the 3 drivers that spun. Let's see who hit him. Right here, Sebastian Kukulon. Contact with Sebastian Kukulon during that crash. Right here with Jesse Martinez and Pichu. Right there, nothing he could have done to avoid the wreckage. It was way in the back as well. In 39th, he was almost dead last. There he is spinning. And it would have been a very difficult task to avoid the other cars in front of him anyway. If he went full speed. Wow! He would have hit Toby Smith there. Wow, look at that. That's just major. Only hope for the 24 now is hoping that these guys in front of him have problems at the very end. We've seen races come down to the wire. And through all that, a couple drivers actually pitted under caution. And Robert Smith is going to be your leader. So we'll see if Robert Smith can hold on for the win, and we will have 3 laps to go at Joltis. Next time by, we will have 3 laps to go. Nathan Alvarez is 3rd place. The prime position right now to win the championship. Still 3 more laps, though, for anything to happen. Then there's Wyatt Quill in 7th, and Anthony then is 11th. And where is Austin Stitz? He'll be 27th with damage, major damage from that crash. Only hope for him is for overtime with 2 laps to go. It would come down to the wire. Only hope for Stitzel to win the championship again now is for overtime to happen. And hoping for the very best. Green flag! 3 laps to go. Here we go, folks. Nathan Alvarez in front of the championship 4. Quail still behind, and he's on the high lane, which is not the best lane to take. So he might have not gotten the advantage. Here comes Alvarez into second spot. And Anthony then moves down low. He just went by Quayle, and now he's eyeing on Alvarez. Anthony then looks to get the 5 car, and now he's in the same lane as the 5 of Alvarez, which is not that good. They always want to be on the bottom lane of this track. But if a caution comes out, it's going to be total chaos for the championship. And now the 9 car stuck up high. Alvarez is on the bottom, on the high line as well. Same line as then. 2 laps to go for the championship. Here we go. 2 to go. Come down to the wire. It's going to be very, very intense. They get the caution before the white. It's going to be a 2-lap overtime finish to decide who will be champion. Oh my goodness. Anthony then on the low lane. Can he hold on over Alvarez? Side by side. Here we go. This is for the championship. Quayle's up on the wall. And Anthony then on the better lane than Alvarez and Quayle. All for the title. Right down the middle, Anthony then, 37 car, trying to hang on, trying to get the low lane to pull away. The biggest battle of the race is right here, and then moves up to the same lane as Alvarez. Here comes Quayle, down low, trying to take the title away. On the low line. Got the best line so far in the track. Getting help from Cassandra Kirker. Getting help from teammate right here. Here we go. Gonna be tight onto the final lap at Joltis. Wyatt Quayle has the edge. Can he hold on? Into the white flag we go with 1 to go. This is for the championship. Here we go. They'll be staying green. This will be the last lap of the season. Right here, right now. Wyatt Quayle with the advantage in the 31 car. Will he hang on to it? Anthony then is hoping for something. Hoping for them to be bumped up high. Quayle's got an edge. He's got the clean air to his advantage. Then's going to move low. He's going to try something desperate. Into the final corner. Alvarez is on the low line, the better line, the same one as the 8 car, but I think it might be too little too late. 4th place, the 31 is at now. Here they come to the corner, last turns. Now it's a matter of where Quayle's going to finish. He might have the title in hand. Into the final corner. Goldberg and Bishop are going to battle for the win. Down the final turn. It looks like we have our champion. Wyatt Quayle, the 31 car, is going to win the Season 37 championship at Joltis. There's your champion for the season. It is Wyatt Quayle in the 31 car. 3rd place finish at Joltis, the best of the championship 4. And Anthony then was the 2nd best in 7th. Alvarez came in 13th. And finally, the 24, Austin Stitzel limps his way to 29th. And the winner of the race at Joltis was Billy Bishop in the number 2 car for the Miller Lite team. Wow, what a way to end their season, the Penske team. Well, it's only their second win this season, I believe, or third. If well, I think Cheston won 2 races. No, I think Cheston only won one. Yeah, Cheston, I believe, won one. So it's their second win of the season among the Penske team. But Bishop gets his only win of the season 37. So Billy Bishop wins. And it's Wyatt Quayle, the champion of season 37. Wyatt Quayle is a champion. What a phenomenal run for this team. The 31 team, consistent all year long, and they get the championship here at Joltis RCR. Their wonderful season ends with a championship for Wyatt Quayle. And the season has come to an end, and Wyatt Quayle is your champion, being the highest of the championship for contenders in third place. Then 7th, and then Alvarez 13th, and Stitzel limps his way again to 29th position. Your final results are on the left of your screen. It was a phenomenal end to the season. It could have not ended in a better way. My goodness, it was a crazy, crazy season. That for sure. So that's it here from Joltis, and the season 37 has now finally come to a close. Boy, was it a fun season to do. Man, this was an amazing season. Had a blast doing them. Yeah. So I have the final results from season 37. Let me try to add up to them before we go. Just give me 1 second as I'm trying to add all this up right here. I'm on the drivers that win this season. All right, here we go. There's the final results. I'm not sure you're going to be able to see it. Let me just see if I could bring it up. Bring it up right now. No, I can't. Never mind. So, yeah, you'll have to take my word for it. But anyway, Cassandra Kirker was the only three-time winner of the season. No, wait, if not counting Colin Francis. No, wait, never mind. I'm sorry. This was playoff. My bad. What am I doing? Anyway, the playoff drivers. Let's see. Alvarez had one win in the playoffs, and Alvarez with 2 wins. So Alvarez won 3 races this season. Cassandra Kirker, all 3 of her wins came in the regular season. Alex Hawkins, he won 2 races, I believe, this season. Yes, he did win 2 races this season. And Wyatt Quayle, of course, the champion, two race wins on his way to the title. Nathan Alvarez with 3 race wins on his way to a championship 4 appearance. Anthony then, though, surprise, 4 wins, and he's runner-up in the championship. What a shame. But Zachary DeLello and also has a win. DeLello has 2 wins in this season. I think I did all the playoff drivers with multiple wins. I believe so. So anyway, Cassandra Kirker 3 wins, and then Colin Francis had 2 wins of his own. Austin Stitzel had 2 wins. Eli Bright had a win. John Gilbert, Ethan Herbert, Billy Bishop. We saw him getting a win here. Brandon Dubois. He had a win for the Penske team. Philip Goldberg won a race. Alex Hawking. Oh, no, wait. Brad Cheston won a race. He only had 1 win this season. I knew it. Zach Fitzwater, he had a win. So did Anthony Lopez, Sharona Evans, JD Figueroa, and Joman Coleman, and Joseph Romanuk. And, of course, Joey Solinas, the part-timer, and the other part-timer who had a win, Leah Walker. So those were the winners of the season 37 races. So I will talk more about season 38 when I do have the time, but I just want to make this announcement right now. I am going to be I'm going to be doing a new season of the Pokemon Indie series. You heard that right. We're going to be doing a brand new season of the Pokemon Indie series. I have not done it in a long time, and it was finally about time to get back to that series and going to provide some exciting racing for all of you in that series. So I'm finally excited to have the Pokemon Indie series be back here on this channel, and I will run that series. That's the next series I'm going to be doing. So I'm still working on a couple things with season 38 next season. So it's going to be a while before I let you guys know when the signups will be up for next season and what I'm going to be planning to do for season 38. But I'm sure there'll be some. But I do know that there will be some surprises that you never expected this season that'll be put into next season. So there'll be some surprises in season 38, and I can't wait to share it all with you when the time is right. So I still have again a lot of things to work out, but when I get things ready, I'll let you know when signups for season 38 will be happening. Yeah, I just gotta get a couple things. I gotta do a couple things before we start season 37. Um, and after finishing this season. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this season. This season was fun to do. Had a blast doing it. A lot of these drivers, well-known names. Hope to see most of them, or if all of them, maybe next season coming back. And there was fun. It was fun to do these seasons. I can't wait to go back to doing the indie series. That's for sure. I'm really looking forward to doing the Pokemon Indie series back again before we start the 38th season of the Cup series. So it's sure going to be there's going to be some surprises again. Like I said, there will be some surprises next season. So hope you guys enjoyed this season. Hope to see you all back next season for the 38th season of the Pokemon Cup series. And we are going to have maybe a lot of new drivers next season. Can't wait to see who's going to be in where next season when we have the signups video. But I have to work out a couple things before we get the signups video up. So bear with me. And congratulations again, Wyatt Quayle, you're champion for season 37 in the 31 car. Awesome. But anyway, that's all for today. That's all for the season, and we will see you guys next season. And I will have the Pokemon Indie series coming soon. So hope you guys will watch that and sign up for that when the signups will be up. So hope you guys enjoyed the season, and we'll see you guys next season in the Pokemon Cup series. Until then, we will see you later.
132 in Bush. I've got him at gunpoint.
Okay, gunpoint 132 in Bush. Covers code 3.
Being sent.
Unit 2514 can transmit on tag 2. Okay, we'll still send it code 3.